Good morning, everybody from Lake Clark Resort. Jared and I are going on a Brooks Camp tour today. It's what day? It's August 21. Let's see how good the bears actually are this time of year in Brooks Camp. Because there's rumors that they're not good, but are they actually? Let's go take a look and find out ourselves. We just arrived at Brooks Camp and we're making our way to the visitor center to do bear school. I've already done this year. And then we're gonna make our way up to the falls. The flight here was insane because we saw 3 bears swimming in a little pond lake on a mountain, and then we saw like 4 caribou and a wolverine, which I've never seen a wolverine in the wild before. So crazy. So we're gonna make our way to the visitor center, gonna find a bathroom, and then we're gonna go see the bears. You ready for today, babe?
Mm-hmm.
How many bears do you think we're gonna see?
2.
Goal is to see more than 2, guys.
2.
So funny, they just land there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's another one farther out there. Yay!
Web cameras that were in the visitor center there, and there's already 3 bears up at the falls.
Oh, perfect.
That's why I'm saying. That's why.
Yeah, let's
We'll push up there.
we line over there.
We are currently waiting to go to the falls platform. There's another platform we can go to that's just right here, but we're just sitting and we're waiting because I think it'll be probably soon that we're gonna be up next. And they have it limited to 30 minutes. I think 40 people on the platform for 30 minutes at a time. Is that correct, Jared? Something like that. But while we're sitting here, let me just take you to the, is it what they call the Ripples? Ripples platform. There's a bear right there. just like that, while we were on the Ripples platform, they called us that they're ready for us to go onto the Falls platform. So here we go. The moment we've been waiting for. What?
What was that, like a 30-minute wait or something?
Like 20. It wasn't bad. There's a lot of people. It's 1 o'clock. We're gonna head back to the resort around 2. We'll fly through the Valley of 10,000 Smokes, which will be beautiful. But hopefully everyone will start making their way over and we'll get some lunch and meet Dad right at the plane. What a great day. It's also got really hot out all of a sudden. After a wonderful day of bear viewing at Brooks Camp, we took off and started flying to the Valley of 10,000 Smokes, which was originally what Katmai National Park was founded for. This volcanic eruption happened in 1912, and we flew around the ash dump that is just absolutely crazy. It does not look like it's from this world. We were even able to see Nova Erupta herself, the volcano that erupted and dumped all of this ash out. This is always one of the highlights whenever we do the Brooks Camp tour, and it's just so beautiful to see, especially when you get to fly right next to Nova Repta, which is right here. Now, while I show you our beautiful flight back to Lake Clark Resort, let's talk about, is it actually worth visiting Brooks Camp in August? As you could see, we saw close to 15 bears our entire time. There were about 8 bears up at the falls, and there were still salmon jumping, and the bears were very active and excited to be catching salmon. I know that this is a super unique year because the salmon run to Brooks Camp was very, very big. In July, my husband, who would go here probably once or twice a week, he said that there were times in July where there was only one bear at Brooks Falls. And let's be honest, a lot of the reason why people go to Brooks Camp is to see the bears, and especially the bears at Brooks Falls. That iconic bear catching the salmon at the falls, that's like the #1 shot everyone wants to get. But because of how many salmon there were in the river, the bears weren't having to go all the way up to the falls to catch the salmon. They could just be a little bit further down the stream and still catch the salmon. My husband came to Brooks Camp 3 days prior to this, and he said that they had no wait time to get onto the platform. They were there for over an hour before they started the wait list. So that's another perk of going in August, but it was probably because we were coming closer to the weekend. There was a wait list by the time we got there, and it did take about 20 minutes for us to get onto the platform, and we did have to come off about 30 minutes later. Years ago, you would see a difference in the bears at Brooks Camp between the sockeye salmon run, which happens in July, and the silver salmon run that happens in September. However, there are multiple generations of bears now at Brooks Camp that just stick around no matter the time of year. So in reality, yeah, August is still a fantastic time to go to Brooks Camp and see the bears. You also have to remember every year is just so different. In 2023, when my husband and I went together the last time, in July, which is typically peak bear season, there were barely any bears. And this year, 2025, going together, we saw 15 bears total, maybe even more. So yes, it does depend on the year. Another great aspect about going to Brooks Camp in August and even September is that it is towards the end of the tourist season in Alaska, which means less people, which specifically at Brooks Camp is great because that means less wait times on the platform, and you can just stay on there for as long as you want, or when there is wait times, it is significantly less. I know when I went there last September, we were there for over an hour and there was no wait time at all. Now, is August a good time to go see bears at Brooks Camp? Definitely after this experience, I would have to say yes, 100%.